Welcome to the hunt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, HuntsCast Podcast. We've been on a little hiatus over the last couple of weeks. We've been busy. Doug is freshly tanned, back from Mexico. He didn't think I was going to say it, but I saw it as soon as I pulled in the driveway.
Yeah.
But we're back, and it is the week for Archery Fest at Montage Mountain 2024. We're super excited, but we're going to try to play a little catch up with you, kind of going back to, let's see, you left before or after Brewfest?
I left that week. That Saturday.
Yep. So Doug played hooky, ran to Mexico.
Yeah.
We were up at Brewfest up at Montage, set up a little booth during the Brewfest. It was pretty cool. I'm not a big, small brew guy, give me a Miller Lite type of deal. But there were some beers that I had that were pretty darn good. And we talked to a lot of people about Archery Fest that either didn't know about it or hadn't signed up yet, so it worked out. So you were in Mexico. What did you do in Mexico?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, he says.
Nope. I spent a week on the beach drinking and eating, and that's about it.
He didn't have his bow with him, I bet you.
I did not have my bow. No, did not have my bow. But I didn't do a whole lot.
Nice.
That was the plan.
That was the plan,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
So that all happened while Doug was gone. I think we might have mentioned Camp Freedom once before, but if not, Camp Freedom is a local veterans, first responder, Blue Star family camp, nonprofit, does awesome things. They have an awesome piece of property about 40 minutes from our shop. And last weekend.
Yes, last
weekend.
Yep.
They had called about a week and a half prior to see if we could come up and set up our trailer with our press and some goods for an event that they had going on. And this was the second year the event was there. And I really don't want to say the name of it, but I'll say the name of it. It's Mountain Archery Fest. So they called and asked if I'd go up and set up to have a press and the ability to fix somebody's bow if it went down. Little minuscule things that could happen while you're out on a 3D course. And of course, because they had called and we love to work with Camp Freedom and look forward to working a lot more with them, I said yes. So for those of you that know the debacle that happened last year on why we had to change the name of our shoot, apparently somebody doesn't know how to read real well. But regardless, I'm just going to, just the easy stuff, the easy stuff. Yeah. But no, so Camp Freedom, we were up there, and again, their facility is awesome, and all the people that work there and volunteer there are awesome. So we were there Friday, Saturday, and 2 days. They might have brought through maybe 150, maybe a little bit more shooters. They had 6 vendors, including us. So seeing it firsthand, obviously, because we have our event, and I think that they're not happy that we have our event, but seeing it firsthand, I was like, okay. From, what everybody gets to see online according to their slogans and descriptions, they had somebody really good write that for them because it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we ended up doing a restring on somebody's bow. We did some arrows, and actually a lot of shooters were buying High Times gear, so it was pretty cool.
Okay.
We sold a bunch of t-shirts and sweatshirts there, so that was pretty fun. And there was a couple of vendors, Bow-Minded, which will be at our shoot next week or this coming week. Jacob, good guy out of Syracuse, New York, does some really cool apparel. It has a slew of it, so expect to see a 10 by 20 booth from him in our vendor village. And Hunt Lift Eat guys were there, and I'm a member of Hunt Lift Eat. And so I got to hang out with Garrett and Kiefer for a little bit, and then there were some other members that came up to shoot. So I did. My brother-in-law was with me the second day. I went out and walked, I think it was the first 5 targets on their, what they call the world record course. And so let me ask you this, Doug. So this one threw me for a little bit. So this course that they have, they have a sign on each stake, and you can scan it.
Okay.
And it tells you all about the hunt. So I thought, well, that was pretty cool. You know, you can learn and get the whole ordeal on what happened, how the shot went down.
Sure.
You ever seen an antelope in the middle of the woods?
In my 40 years of hunting, no, I've never seen an antelope in the woods.
So
no.
Now I get it. We have the same issues. You know, every 3D course has its issues of trying to find a place to put an animal that doesn't belong there.
Right.
But in this scenario, when you have a sign that is going to tell you about a hunt, why would you stick an antelope in the middle of oak trees?
Don't know.
Right? Put it somewhere out in the open, put it in the field.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of it. I mean, Camp Freedom has a big property. Now, granted, some of it is high fenced because they have animals there and whatnot, but literally the very next target was a wide open grass area. So
Perfect for an antelope.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So kind of threw me for a loop on that one, to be a course that does that, and you don't kind of follow the rule of the hunt.
Yeah.
And again, I get it. You know, I just would have selected a different animal to be in the woods rather than an antelope.
Well, you know what though? That's why we're different.
Right. Right.
Not everybody puts that much thought into it.
Exactly.
You know, maybe we're the ones that are out of our minds.
Could be.
You know,
very well could be. But yeah, other than that, like I said, got to hang out with the Hunt Lift Eat crew for a little bit. Got a new tattoo while I was there. Big shout out to my buddy Neil, the outdoor artist. Really cool dude, and he's based out of Pennsylvania. Has a trailer, travels to all these different outdoor hunting type events, and does tattoos out of his trailer.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I got a nice new elk antler on my arm. So I was ecstatic about that. My wife, not so much.
I was just going to say, probably not so much.
Yeah, if you read the comments on the Facebook picture when I did it.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so we're hoping next year. Neil was unfortunately booked for another event in Pennsylvania, actually, next weekend for our shoot. So he couldn't make it. But hopefully next year he'll be there to do some tattoos. And
cool.
It was cool because I don't think there was anybody in his trailer longer than an hour.
Okay.
And some of them were decent sized pieces. I was sat for 25 minutes in and out.
Yeah.
And just does phenomenal work, phenomenal work. So I wasn't nervous that it was that fast. Like most of my tattoos, you know, I sat for 8-9 hours.
Yeah.
I know those lines are straight because I was there for a long time, but he did phenomenal. So I would highly recommend if you're at an event and Neil's there, get some ink.
Yeah.
But other than that, there was Titanium Archery Products was there, another PA-based company out of York. Bowtech, which I guess is one of their new sponsors.
Which is bizarre. Really bizarre.
Yeah, and they didn't have a booth per se. They had like a rack with like 3 or 4 bows on it over near the novelty shots that you can just shoot, like test them. But you were testing like 5 feet away. It was a big foam block because there was no sights, no nothing on them. You know, D-loop and a rest.
Did they have signage? Like were they sponsors for certain courses or?
Not that I saw.
No.
Actually, I don't think even when I walked with the group from HLE that went to shoot the records course, that there was sponsorship signs there.
Okay.
There was a bunch of flags when you drove into Camp Freedom with the manufacturers that, you know, are a part of it.
Right.
But I don't remember seeing anything on the course.
Did you bring a bow?
I did. And because it was slow the majority of the time, while I was there, I figured I'm going to sight my bow in. So I did.
All right, cool.
You know, they had some bags on the range and they went out to 110 yards and I got out to 110. I don't know what's going on with the bow, but I shot over the target on the first shot. Then I shot low after I adjusted my sight.
Okay. And
then I adjusted back and went over the target again. So apparently 110 yards is not my friend. But the downfall, I say the only downfall really that Camp Freedom has is where that property is located is literally on the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
The windmills that you can see driving on the Casey Highway are literally in their backyard.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of wind up there.
I bet, yeah.
And trying to shoot 100 yards with a real light arrow.
Yeah.
There was a couple that I like watched take off. They went perfectly straight, and about halfway down the range, they were like turning left. And I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? They straightened back out, but I shot one bullseye at 100 yards. So I was happy.
Okay. That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think they had a food truck there.
Okay.
Friday they had one food truck. Saturday they had 2 food trucks.
Okay.
Which was cool. They were local people, so I'm assuming Camp Freedom called them in.
Yeah.
But
now I'm dying to know. So you said you had to restring a bow. Did you happen to have that string and cables with you, or he brought his own?
This is how funny this was. This was actually a MAF employee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, had an Elite. Oh man, I don't remember what the bow was now. It might have been an Ethos actually.
Oh no. Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
but had his strings with him, and I guess,
Wow.
because they're traveling all the time.
Yeah, I guess so. In that situation. Yeah.
He was like, "Can you throw this on?" So I did that, and then
What happened? What did he do?
nothing. The strings were just shot. They were just all, fraying and whatnot.
Gotcha.
And then we had a couple bows come in loose pieces that we tightened back up. And
Okay.
the funny part, though, and this is really the funny part to me. I'm really trying to behave in this situation. So the owner of MAF, who we've had our fair share of
Interactions.
pain in the ass interactions with, he Friday night texted me and asked if I could bring some vanes to fletch his arrows. And my first thought was like, really? He's just texted me that. Then I let the smarter side of my brain think for a minute, and I said, yeah, what color do you want? So,
which is a very small part of the brain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That very rarely comes out.
Yeah.
But so he said, if you have some pink, I would do pink. And I said, okay, yep, I have pink. So Keith and I got there a little early on Saturday.
Okay.
And I found him, and I said, hey, let me get those arrows. I don't want to be sitting here doing these all day.
Yeah.
So I did them, and Keith was kind of like second guessing, like, why are you fletching his arrows?
Right.
And it took a few people until about we left to realize why I did it.
Okay.
So
there's always a method to the madness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. So Doug is very familiar with what happened last year. And so I fletched the arrows. Everything was cool. I put a left fletch on him. He asked for a left fletch. I put left fletch on him.
Okay.
So I was super nice. It's
a good thing. You don't have a right jig, so.
Myself for how nice I was.
Okay.
But you have any idea why I might have fletched those?
I don't.
What's on all of our fletchings?
Oh, geez. Did you?
Absolutely, I did. Every single one of those arrows says High Times Archery.
Oh, man.
3 times to be exact.
He got done with his shooting.
Nope.
Got the knife out. And
nope. Somebody sent me a video yesterday.
Yeah.
Of him shooting in his backyard.
Wow.
And my veins are still on those arrows.
Wow.
And then I got a nasty text from him.
That was my next thing.
Yeah.
So that I heard about the next text. I didn't know if that was before or after.
Oh yeah, no. So this other text happened yesterday. So with our shoot coming up this year, we are doing a 10 target competition course. Now, I don't follow Mountain Archery Fest after the ordeals we went through last year with them. I get a text from the owner that states, I guess you can't think of anything on your own. I was like, what? And he proceeds to send me a screenshot from whether it was Instagram, Facebook, whatever, of the little flyer that I built for the comp to just let people know. And I shared it into the PA3D Archery group, shared it on our page, and on Instagram. Now, we're at Montage Mountain, so I simply named it quick because I wanted to make a flyer, the Mountain Madness 3D Tournament.
Okay. Reasonable.
Now, yeah, right? You would think.
Yeah.
So, unbeknownst to me, after he texts me this and tells me that I'm trying to copy him again, I go onto his website because now I'm intrigued because he said he's been doing this for 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, according to his website, he started this last year and also happens to name the competition that they do Mountain Madness.
Okay.
So basically, I had been fed up at this point. So I basically told him to stop stalking me. Stay in Colorado, man. Do whatever you want to do out there. Leave me alone.
Don't cross the Mississippi.
Right, yeah. So I went and took the flyer down, and now we're just going to call it the Mountain Throwdown.
Okay.
So it's like little things, and I don't know if he's worried because we take on more shooters or what. I don't know. But dude, I'm not coming to Colorado, so I won't steal your shooters out there. I don't know what else I could do. But yeah, so.
Well, you say that though, but what about that new friends out in Colorado?
We have some new friends. Okay, we have friends.
So there is a chance.
There's a slight chance.
Yeah.
So for those of you, if you are in Colorado and listening to us and would like to go shoot an awesome venue, an awesome festival, check out our friends at Western Hunt Fest. they do some cool things. And our friend Sam from Archery in Motion does a lot with those guys. And Jeff from Western Hunt Fest is trying to figure out his schedule to fly out here to shoot our course next week, which I really hope he makes it. Sam, if you're listening, give him a ride.
Yeah.
We'll get him back somehow. But yeah, so there's possibilities for next year. Now, will we go out west? Probably not. Will we definitely help do some stuff with them? Absolutely.
Sure.
For their events out west. But again, this wasn't something where, Sean at TAC has solidified the deal of the nationwide shoot. Okay. That we're never going to be a TAC. I don't want to be a TAC.
Well, let's just say never planned to be.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So Sean and Rob and all the guys that work over at TAC, they do a phenomenal job. They have these crazy resorts, all over the country. And that's not what we're trying to do or what we want to do. I could tell you right now, because Doug wasn't here for a week and I was trying to handle all the little tiny stuff that I didn't have to do last year because he was in Mexico.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't need those headaches.
It's a full-time job.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And, our goal is to provide our customers, our local archery enthusiasts, local hunters, something fun that isn't a competition,
right?
Grows the archery community. So this whole MAF deal, why he's scared of anybody that runs an event, I have no idea, but it is what it is. But like I said, I apologize for using basic words to make a competition. So, you keep your Mountain Madness deal. We'll worry about our stuff on our own.
Yeah.
But I have since blocked him from everything.
Well, that's what I'm curious about. So he saw it. So he's either following the page.
Yep.
Or somebody passed it on to him.
He told me in a text that it was one of his sponsors.
Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, none of your sponsors are, according to, his website is OnX and Carbon TV and all that stuff. Okay. I can guarantee you none of them are watching High Times Archery's Facebook page.
Definitely not.
To look at that. Okay. Right. One, we don't use OnX for anything. We use Spartan Forge.
Yep.
So obviously we can care less about that.
Wasn't Bowtech
because everybody knows how I feel about Bowtech. And I don't know. It is what it is. And,
well, it is. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. So
it's off my chest now that kind of people can hear it from me, because that's what I dealt with last year.
Yeah.
Literally about the same time. 2 weeks before the shoot last year, I got the letter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So old Joe Legal or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
But regardless, so getting back to it, so I had a good time with the people I hung out with.
All in all, Camp Freedom was success.
Awesome.
So you're happy that you went.
Yep.
So
Matt,
happy to do it again.
And Jamie and all those guys at Camp Freedom, they knew the situation from last year.
Yeah.
That's why they reached out their behalf.
Right.
And we're going to plan on doing a lot more things with them. The funny part is they do have another competition, which is the only one that I knew about.
Okay.
Which is a Hunt, Lift, Eat competition. And so my wife's second cousin, I think it is, and we didn't know this, or I didn't know this until he came into the shop last year, and he was dropping his bow off for some work, and I said, what's your last name? And when he said it, I was like, huh? And he said, Damiano. And I said, my wife has Damianos in her family, because no one else pronounces it this way. Everybody else around here is a Damiano.
Right.
So it turns out he is my wife's second cousin, and he ended up winning the Hunt, Lift, Eat challenge.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And he works at Camp Freedom.
Oh, he works there.
Yep.
Okay.
He's a vet and actually married Matt's daughter, Hollis.
Okay.
Which they're awesome folks, and both of them have been in the shop a bunch. So it was cool. So he got a membership to Hunt, Lift, Eat. So now he's in our little group chat that we have.
Okay.
But basically you had an elk quarter, and there was 4 different exercises you had to do and then make a shot.
Okay.
And it was timed or something. So Frankie won it. So big shout out to Frankie.
Nice.
And then they showed me, Matt and Jamie let me in on a little secret that I didn't know they were doing.
Uh-oh.
So they started doing river trips at Camp Freedom for the vets up on the Delaware for fishing.
Yep.
And I was a fly fishing guide for a while, and I love to fly fish. So they're telling me this, and I'm like, well, what are you using? And they have another guy that volunteers up there that has a drift boat.
Okay.
but they got a drift boat. And I'm like, well, where is it? And they told me where, and I go look at it. So I went, and they got a really nice boat. And we're working on some things. So hopefully here soon on Mondays, when I actually get a day off, if possible, I'm going to try to guide some trips for them.
Oh, nice.
Up on the Delaware. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And we're also going to do a hiking trip with them.
Okay.
Similar what we did with the kids. We're doing one with the kids again this year. So we might try to combine it to take a vet and their son or daughter.
Okay.
Up to the high peaks. So Matt was super excited about that.
Okay.
So yeah, but all in all, like you said, getting to hang out with the guys at HLE and meeting Neil and then Jacob and his uncle from Beaumont that were there, and just all the guys at Camp Freedom are super cool. Yeah. So it was fun to hang out with them and just shoot the bull, meet some people,
get to see what it's all about.
Yeah. So the firsthand.
Well, that's just it.
For me,
instead of hearing about it,
right?
You actually saw what it's all about.
We heard it was. I don't even know. Yeah, I had Doug shaking his finger at me. I'm trying to figure out the word to use.
Be nice.
The fact that it's not our shoot, size-wise, it gave us some ideas, that it wasn't just people telling me things.
Yeah.
So I got to see what it was. But yeah, so now that we got that out of the way, but Camp Freedom is coming to our shoot.
Yep.
And they're going to have a special raffle. All the proceeds for the raffle are going to benefit them. So make sure you come and support them.
Absolutely.
They just do awesome things. And when we walked out to the course, and I didn't know this, and I've only been up there a couple times.
Yeah.
But Kiefer, who's out of Colorado with HLE, he had to get back to his booth, and Keith was in our booth. So I said, well, I can't walk the whole course.
Yeah. So
I walked to the fifth target, and the fifth target was in that opening.
Okay.
And so we started walking back, and I'm like, man, there's a road here. It's real clean.
Yeah.
Then I turn around, and thankfully nobody was out there because there was people shooting on the courses. Excuse me. We were on their mile-long rifle range.
Wow. Mile.
Yeah. I didn't know that was there.
Wow.
So they're actually in the middle of building a 3-level shoot house.
Wow. Nice.
On that range.
Okay.
So that was really cool. But I'm like, yeah, why is this just one big open spot?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so then you got back from Mexico.
Yep.
On Saturday.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So we're here. We're in the studio. He's tanned. I'm not. I'm freezing. He's probably colder than I am.
Yeah, it was 90 degrees when I left.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's a little chilly here.
But so we're in the heat of the race now, up to opening morning of Archery Fest this coming Friday.
Yeah.
We got a lot to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Busy week.
I get to
don't even think about it.
I know.
It's overwhelming.
Every time I think
about it.
Yeah, I do. It literally goes in my head, and I'm like, man, I'm going to forget to do this. I'm going to forget to do that.
Yeah.
So I get to drive to Albany tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fun.
Not really. It was supposed to be Allentown, but it's the A.
Starts with an A.
Yes, changed. So I had to go pick up one of the American Landmaster UTVs that they're allowing us to use, which is good because we definitely need it. Unfortunately, I thought I was picking up both, but there's only one here, and then the other one is coming in from Indiana on Thursday. So we're going to have an EV and a diesel.
Okay.
So nothing says save the planet like an EV and a diesel.
Yeah, next to each other.
Right.
Yeah.
But everything I've read on this EV, because my biggest concern was EV, not enough power up and down the hills.
Right.
But everybody that has one of these things raves about it.
Okay.
So...
well, we're going to find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out, and it's going to be on video, so hopefully it all stands up to what it's supposed to stand up to.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, you and I actually have to go to Camp Freedom.
Yep.
They are helping us out with some raffle items, or auction items, I should say.
Yeah.
So we're going to go meet up with Matt and Jamie and get that handled, and then go grab another trailer, get the EV loaded back up, get your ATV and our other ATV loaded up.
Yep. And
meet a few folks up in the mountain to put our signage out. So for those of you that ever want to get into running an event, we don't have employees.
Yeah.
So at the shop, it's me and my wife, and then Doug and Keith come down and help out, when they can. And, Doug has an actual business, and he just got back from Mexico. So I can only imagine what his email looks like, because I know what mine looks like, and I check them every day.
I haven't even looked.
So this is not like, and again, it's not a shot at TAC, but TAC has employees.
Yeah.
Do they pick up some volunteers at each venue? I'm sure.
Sure, I'm sure.
But they have a crew that travels around driving their trucks and their trailers and all this. There's none of that. There's me, Doug, and our volunteers. And then, my wife is obviously not driving my truck and a trailer.
Yeah.
Doug's wife is not driving a truck and a trailer.
No.
So we do a lot of that running with trailer stuff. And then if somebody else, one of the Joe Ed parents or somebody has a trailer and can do that, they'll help where they can.
Right.
But yeah, we're not paying anybody. So anybody that wants to start a 3D event, don't.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
It is fun. It is fun.
It is fun. Yes.
It's just a ton of work.
Right. So January through now was like, okay, we checking the paper off and making sure this is done. And we did this and talked to this person and blah, 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 blah. And now it's like,
let's go.
Shit.
Yeah, now here we go.
100 and something targets. Our new steel target we received yesterday. What's the day?
Today's Sunday.
No, Friday. Friday we got it.
Okay.
He dropped it off Friday. John, the steel artisan, and he tried his darndest to make this as light as he could. Man, the shit ain't light.
No, well, steel is steel.
Yeah. 1/8 inch, 2 pieces with legs. Now, thankfully, he made it to where we can take it apart very easily. It's just got some thumb screws on it, and the front layer pops off. And the front layer isn't too bad because that's the one that's all cut out. That's got the logo on it and a skull. The back one, however, only has one hole in it. It's 4 inches around. It's 2 feet in all directions, so it sits right in the middle of that piece of steel.
Yeah.
And your arms just aren't long enough to get there.
To get to the hole?
Yeah, so to grab it, so you're like fighting off the edge of it.
Uh-huh.
But it is super cool. We've posted a bunch of pictures of it, and that was the funny part. So like novelty shots, and I guess if the prizes aren't cool or big, you don't have to put it at a distance.
Yeah.
But that was the crap that surprised me the most. Out of all the novelty shots that they had,
okay,
they were all like, you got tickets.
Okay.
And you got tickets and you put them like in a bucket or something.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, they pick a winner.
Oh.
And they have one steel target, and it was they call it, it's an Onyx box. It's like a, I don't know, 2 foot by 2 foot square with an X in the middle, and then there's a hole. So it looks like the Onyx logo.
Okay.
But it was a 32 yards.
Oh, all right.
I mean,
well, that's why you're getting tickets.
99% of our Joe Ed kids can make that shot.
Yes, but that's why you get tickets and not prizes.
So it was like you get like a lifetime elite membership or something, but they only give one.
Yeah.
So that surprised me, like for how big it is, there should be prizes. So we don't have any of those prizes like that. We're giving the crap away the days of the shoot. So ours will be a little further. I'm thinking probably 50.
Okay. Well, it's risk and reward.
Right.
Bigger reward, the bigger the risk.
Right. Exactly. So, exactly. And, we have a lot of prizes over $300-400.
Yeah.
A lot of them. So, every kind of like hour or two will kind of change okay, this, you're coming in to shoot for this prize during this time, and then this prize at this time.
Right.
And then we'll have like a little bit easier target where, like, if the kids want to get involved, bag target, like maybe 30 with like some cards on it.
Right.
And you hit the card, and whatever's on the card is what you win. And obviously those aren't going to be $400 or $500 prizes.
Right.
And then Sam from Archery Motion, we're going to have one of his platforms on a novelty course.
Okay.
And that's going to have the steel buck on it.
Oh, nice.
I haven't decided the distance yet, because that's a bigger hole than what's on our new disintegrator.
Right. But it's moving.
But it's moving. Right. So I'm trying to so maybe we'll do like more like the $300 to $500 or the $250 to $400 prizes, dollar worth value prizes on the steel buck.
Yeah.
And then the bigger prizes at the further distance on the aero disintegrator. But I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the problem. Like, you get to this point and you're like, okay, well, I know I want this to go there, but like, what are we going to do with it?
Yeah.
But we will also have one of the Archery Motion platforms on the advanced course.
Right. Which target is that going to be?
I don't know yet. Why are you asking me all these hard questions, Doug?
Yeah.
No, I did have an idea. There's that one shot that's kind of like on a side hill.
Okay.
And Sam did send me a video that track will work to a certain, just can't be past a certain angle.
Okay.
And put like a walking bear, like coming out from behind a tree on the hill.
Okay.
Now they did have, I think it was one of his platforms there, but it was in the novelty area. It was at like 19 yards or something.
Yeah.
And they had like stickers on the target.
Okay.
And if you hit the sticker, I think if you hit the Onyx sticker, you got an Onyx sticker.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But it was weird, like the way there was just a bunch of stickers, and whatever sticker you hit, you got something to do with that company.
Okay.
I don't know if it was more tickets or what, but not real sure.
Okay. But now, so Sam is actually going to have to run that target.
Nope. So Sam is going to train somebody to run that target.
Okay.
Sam's got to be in his booth because he's also bringing a third unit to be in Vendor Village so he could show it off to some people.
Okay.
And, that's a big, huge deal for him. He's driving in because these things are not light, so he doesn't want to ship them. So he's driving in. I think he's coming in Wednesday night. So, yeah, we're going to do whatever we can to help him. So if we got to get a couple volunteers out there pressing a button, I'm pretty sure the controller, it like connects to the track and there's just a button in.
So it's like a Bluetooth type of deal.
And it just kind of moves that thing back and forth.
Yeah.
And then, so one's on the novelty course, one on the advanced course, one in Vendor Village. Then we got some more folks from Colorado coming. We got Randy and Cheyenne Sloan from High Desert Ranch. They did send me the details on the hunt.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yes, they did. It's this September.
Okay.
You're hunting 7,500 acres of private land.
Okay.
One-on-one guide.
Nice.
Unit 13.
Okay.
OTC. Food and room and board are included.
Okay.
They will pick you up if you fly in. Obviously, you know how that works with shipping crap.
Yep.
Best bet would be boogie down and jump in the truck and head on out to Colorado. It'll save you a lot of money not having to ship stuff back and forth or, from there to here.
Yeah.
So they will pick you up at the airport and get you back to the airport.
Right. Your
only spend is the $803 non-resident tag.
Okay.
So normal value of the hunt.
That's a $10,000 hunt. It's got to be.
It's $10,500. So you add the license in because you still have to buy the license regardless. Yeah. You're $11,000 into a hunt that now don't quote me on this price because they have not given me the price yet.
Okay.
What they're going to charge for the shoot. But let's just say it's $20 for 2 arrows or 1 arrow or whatever the case is.
Right.
You win it spending $20. You pay your $800 license fee and you figure, I'm going to base this off my truck. So diesel going out to Colorado, probably somewhere around 26 hours.
Yep.
You're probably going to have to fill up. I would have to fill up probably 5 times.
Yeah, so every 5 to 6 hours.
Yep. So, I just filled the tank before I got here. It cost me $97.
Yep.
So 97 times, let's call it 5. So let's say another $500 in fuel
each way.
Right. So you're $1,000.
Plus now when you travel like that, you've got overnight stays. Like unless you're going to drive, 27 hours straight.
Yeah. You haven't met me.
Well,
I don't stay.
You could stop somewhere, one night or something in a hotel and you got, meals and on the road, whatever, but probably cost you $1,200 to $1,500 probably to get out there.
Right. So
between the fuel
and it all depends on the person. Like Doug said, there's definitely people that are going to stop. Now I drove to Texas straight through. I drove to Arizona straight through. I drove to Illinois straight through. Normally, like aside from like a dinner, I'll stop at a fast food joint,
right?
Grab a quick dinner, jump back in the truck, and boogie.
Yeah, but you spend $500 on Red Bull.
This is true, but no. So like, I'm big with like, okay, cooler, snacks, everything in the truck for a long drive like that, and then I'm only stopping for dinner, so you can cut it down. But regardless, you're going to be well under the price of a hunt.
Oh, no doubt.
And now you don't have to, if you shoot an elk, you don't have to pay for meat to be shipped anywhere. You throw it in the cooler, put it in the back of the pickup, and head back home.
Yep.
But this is, a huge opportunity. It's just south of Hayden, Colorado. Yeah. And map-wise, it's, I don't want to say directly east, but east of Meeker. So if people are familiar with elk hunting in Colorado, Meeker's a huge one.
Yep.
So you're up in that vicinity.
This was Western Colorado.
Yeah.
Pretty close to Utah.
Yep. Northwestern. Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's a huge hunt. And the fact that,
oh, it's huge.
They're flying in. They're flying into Philly, I believe. But they're coming out, supporting our little shoot.
Yep.
That's, I don't want to, I say little, with quotes around it. But yeah, so like we're definitely well above where we were last year as far as prizes.
Yeah.
We've got Zambi boots. You didn't see the new Ancient boots yet.
I did not, no.
So Ancient is out of Henderson, Nevada. They make it looks like a moccasin.
Okay.
But it's a boot. It's got a little bit of camo on it.
Yeah.
No treads on the soles.
Okay.
And it's meant for stalking game. So he couldn't be out here, but he sent us a display pair, and they're still at the shop, I think, in one of the bins, but he's giving a pair away.
Nice.
And they're super cool, but no, I tell you, because you already know the name, but the logo is, part of the logo is ANX.
Okay.
YNT. Yeah. So that's everybody, and according to him, everybody kind of looks at him like, how the hell do you pronounce that?
Yeah.
I was smart enough when he sent the display pair in, there were some cards in there, and I scanned the little QR code, and it tells you how to pronounce it. So it is Ancient for those of you that can't figure it out. But they're cool little boots. So that was really cool. I reached out to him on Instagram and said, hey, would you be interested in coming? And he's like, a little too short notice.
Yeah.
Another new one. See, Doug, you missed all the good stuff.
Yeah, I missed all the good stuff.
Another new one is Mule Deer Foundation.
Oh, yeah?
So Marshall, who is their Northeast Regional Director, which is pretty funny because he lives in North Dakota, excuse me. But we're going to do a lot with Mule Deer Foundation here over the next couple of years. But again, short notice, couldn't get guys out here.
Yeah.
But they were like, we want to be part of this. What do we got to do? And I said, well, that's, totally up to you guys. So what they're going to do is they're doing a raffle.
Okay.
They bought a $500 gift card off of us.
Okay.
And we're going to have a little piece of paper at our booth, and it's going to have a QR code.
Okay.
And to get in on the raffle, all you have to do is scan the QR code.
Yep.
Fill in your information, and they're going to send you information about becoming a member, because there actually is a chapter in Pennsylvania. It's just kind of scatterbrained at the moment. Okay. So they're trying to build it back up. He gave me some numbers that I almost fell out of my chair. There's like a lot of Pennsylvanians that hunt, that go out west to hunt mule deer. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like way over the number I thought. So he was like, yeah, whatever we can do to better serve that area, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
So literally doesn't cost you anything. You win, you get a $500 gift card to come in the shop. It's kind of hard to beat that.
Do they have a booth at Harrisburg?
I think they did. I think.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually hoping to hear from the Northeast president of Sheep Foundation.
Okay.
They had a meeting today, so I'm hoping to hear either something tonight or tomorrow about them coming out. But we've had a lot of new stuff going on over the last week. So I mentioned the steel artisan before who did our target. He did this freaking awesome fire pit. It looks like a globe.
Okay.
It's about 3 feet tall. It's got deer, turkey, elk, all kinds of stuff all over. Anything you can hunt, basically. He's giving that away.
Nice.
And there's no purchase for that. You're going to scan a QR code at his booth to like his Facebook page.
Okay.
And somebody's going to get picked as a winner. You're going to raffle ticket and put it in a pot, and somebody's going home in an awesome fire pit. And I wasn't joking. I did post this on Facebook and Instagram. If for some reason you do not want that, come and find me. I will happily put it in the back of my truck.
Yeah.
But so tomorrow is signage. Wednesday,
not
tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah, see, Albany.
You're going to Albany. Yeah.
Tuesday is signage. Wednesday we have WNEP first thing in Ass Crack of Dawn. So we'll be on the morning show, WNEP TV 16.
Yep. So if you're up at 4:30 like we are.
Yeah, 4:30 to 6:30. We'll be there. Yeah. I think it's every 25 minutes they cut to us. So we'll be live up the mountain. And then we're going to get the comp course laid out and staked, because that one's pretty simple to do.
Yeah.
Then we're going to start mixing our pine sol and mothballs. So that hopefully we don't have a bear take down any targets this year.
No, because we have no extras. So
no extras.
We have no replacements.
Nope. So I'm hoping, I know Al is bringing 2 trailers this year, And I know Hunter did tell me they were going to throw some extra 3Ds in it. I just don't know what they are. So, for instance, we had that mule deer that got shorted on the shipment from Delta.
Yeah.
And, not their fault. But so when I went to pick up the targets at Big Shot, I said, hey, do you have something here that I can replace that mule deer with? And we got Undead Fred. It's a zombie.
Okay.
So thankfully, we had the extra alligator from last year.
Right.
Because I was not about to put a zombie on any of the courses. So the zombie will be in as kind of like just like you want to try to shoot it during the novelty shoots, you can.
Okay.
But the rings are actually in his eyes. That was pretty funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
there's only 2 rings that's in his eyeballs.
Okay.
He's a cool looking target, just not something I want to go stick out on a course.
Yeah.
And then
That's a Delta or that's a Big Shot?
Delta.
It is.
Yeah, it's a backyard series, but
okay.
But I loaded the trailer today, touched those targets for the 4th time.
4 more. 4 more to go.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad this year. I broke them all up this year by course. So like last year we kind of just shoved them all in there.
We just throw them out of them.
So this year I actually kept the Gaylord boxes from Big Shot.
Yeah.
And I put dividers up.
Okay.
Now I definitely heard some shit move around when I was driving home. Whether they're still where they're supposed to be, I don't know. But
they'll be close though.
Yeah, it'll be close.
Yeah.
And obviously we have the target list, which I have them all written down on. But then Thursday night, we got to go pick up the truck Wednesday.
Yep.
Truck giveaway on in GMC.
Yeah.
2023 left over, so no miles, not used. Crew cab. Yep. Red. It is red. It's not the color of mine. It is red.
No? Like fire engine red?
I wouldn't go that far.
That Pepsi red?
No. Elevation red.
Oh, okay.
A little darker. Yeah,
that's pretty close to yours, though. Not as dark as yours.
Yeah, mine's that real like the maroon color.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, okay. So we got to go pick that up and get that placed.
Yeah.
We will have some extra help Thursday because Mike from Numa is actually coming up Wednesday.
Okay.
He's going to drop the trailer up at the mountain.
Okay.
And he's staying at the house with us for the night. And then he'll be up. I told him, I said, I hope you might get up early. What do you mean? I said, well, because I'll be leaving about 3:45.
Now that's what, Wednesday?
He'll be here Wednesday, but Thursday morning, because Thursday's the big day.
Yes.
Because we got to get all the targets stood up. So it's a little bit of a pain.
Yep. But Wednesday is the crazy early day because of the news.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we don't need to be there, before light on Thursday. But yeah, Wednesday will definitely suck. But then Friday, Saturday, Sunday sucks even more because we have to be there before security leaves.
Yeah.
So it'll become real early days. And so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But spectators this year, we did put a flyer out. So it's $15 at the gate, cash.
Yep.
Very similar with the competition, $30 cash. You don't have to be registered for the festival courses to shoot the competition.
Okay.
You come in, you're not going to ride a lift for the comp. So the comp is going to be, where the small set of water slides is? Right by Vendor Village there?
Yeah.
Next to the practice range?
Yep.
So we're actually going to walk them up the path for the water slides.
Okay.
And take them straight back in those pines.
That's an easy
work them around on the bottom.
Okay.
It's an easy walk.
Yeah.
No lifts involved, so they don't need a wristband.
Yep.
So that's $30 cash, and you need 3 shooters at least in your class to make a class, and winner gets 50% of the pot of that class.
So have we come up with classes yet?
So we're using IBO classification.
Okay, that's good. Easy.
Yep. So, unlimited is going to be, whatever scope, whatever length bars, blah, 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 blah. Hunters can have fixed sight, lens, and 12-inch bars.
Okay.
And then we'll have, I think, a couple of our shooters are going to shoot it.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And then...
What about ages? You can have old man course like for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, all of the stuff, the way it's going to work, there's going to be 2 stakes.
Okay.
So it'll be like for the juniors and like recurve, if we get any recurve shooters.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot from 1 stake. Seniors are going to shoot from that stake. And then I forget what they call it. Not senior, master or something. It's like you're not that old, but you're close old.
Yeah.
Those guys on Unlimited and bow hunters are all going to shoot from the further stake.
Okay.
But it is known distance, so they can use a rangefinder.
Yep.
Yeah. So
now, I know last year we didn't allow it. Have you kind of spoke to the people up in Montage about walk-ins?
Yep. So we actually did allow it last year. We did get some people, but yes, if you did not register, the only part that sucks if you didn't register yet is you may not get 2 courses in. So if you register online and pick your morning knock time, then when you finish, you come back Vendor Village, hang out, check some stuff out, grab a bite to eat, and then at 12, when we open all the courses up again, or not again, but first come, first serve at the stake,
right,
you have an ability to go out and shoot a second course. Where if you don't register and don't have a knock time, and you come in, let's say on Saturday, which is the busy day, and there's no knock times when you get there, you have to wait till noon,
right,
and then you're only going to probably get 1 course in.
Probably, yeah.
Now Friday,
if you're going to walk in, Friday's probably the better day to do it.
And actually, there was a lot of people sign up Friday for this year.
Okay.
I don't want to say like a Saturday crew, but definitely more than there was last year.
Okay.
So right now we're ahead of where we were last year by a lot. So I'm not throwing numbers out until I have the final paper on Sunday.
Yeah.
But we're over where we were last year for sure. So
yeah. Which that's been the case for a month now.
Yep.
So
So that's, the goal is obviously just to get more people involved every year.
Yeah. Vendors have doubled.
Yep.
We've doubled the amount of vendors.
Yeah, we got a lot of vendors this year. I'm actually starting to worry because when I printed out the map,
you run out of room
of where I could put everybody. Yeah, that might have been a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll get them in.
Yeah, we'll definitely get them in. The problem is the trailers. The trailers are what throws it off. Yeah. So we have to keep those guys to one side.
Yeah. And there are quite a few of them.
Yeah. Numa.
Yep.
Big Shot.
Kuyu.
Bow-Minded.
Yep.
Our trailer, but our trailer's a little different because it gets tucked somewhere else.
Yeah, we'll be the first ones.
Yeah, and we're not going to be anywhere near where they are.
Right.
And then obviously the other big issue this year was power, which wasn't horrible, but we may need to move a couple things.
But at least the lodge is right there.
The lodge is there. So like PGC's coming this year. They are actually going to sell licenses.
Okay.
Or they're bringing a computer for something.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's to sell licenses, but don't quote me on that either.
Okay.
But they asked about power. Hillside Engraving needs power for his hat press.
Okay.
We need power for our arrow saw.
Yep.
Mamba needs power for their arrow saw.
Yep.
Somebody else just asked me about power. And then, so we did get a coffee company that's coming.
Oh, okay.
Culture Coffee. They're actually a local company.
Okay.
I met them at Brewfest.
Oh, cool.
And then we also got a jerky company.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Dark Run Jerky.
Okay.
I'm almost positive that's what it is. But they were like, I added them Friday.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Steady Stream Taxidermy is going to be there, which did the bear. No, it was right behind us.
Yep.
Did a lot of my buck mounts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, like, just off the top of my head, but it's really hard. There's too many. Yeah, so Doug comes back from vacation. He gets a nice tan.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to drive him nuts for the next 7 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, what else you got? We got 5 more minutes. What else we got? What else can we think of for the shoot?
I don't know. I'm still in a fog from
too many mojitos.
Lots of Long Island ITs. Yeah, lots.
Yep.
I don't know. Just getting ready. Just getting my.
Now the weather has gotten better.
Yeah.
Every time I watch it.
Yep.
But I definitely would not say come up without rain gear in your pack, just in case.
Yeah. I think the only day this week that's a washout is Wednesday.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
But as far as the days of the shoot, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think.
Yeah, so Friday.
Showers, not.
Friday, they're talking like later at night.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like 70.
Yep.
Saturday, a little bit cooler, some scattered showers, as they say.
Yeah.
But that has changed a couple times since I've looked at it.
Yeah.
I just hope if it's going to do it, unfortunately, Saturday, I hope if we're going to get like a piston shower here or there, I hope it happens during the day. Because obviously after party is from 6 to 9.
Right.
And the band is going to be playing and that's not cool. And there's rain and electronics.
Yeah, it's not good.
But
is there any kind of plan B for that?
I'm hoping
to go inside.
Yeah, I'm hoping that building that's going to be right behind us.
Yes.
The rental building that was like kind of opened up at Brewfest.
Okay.
And there was nothing in there except for some vendors. So I'm hoping that, God forbid there's like a downpour or something, we can put them in and get some people in there and just figure out how to serve them food and beer if they decide to buy something.
Well, was Brewfest, did they open a lodge for that?
Yep. So the Brew Fest was in both buildings.
Okay.
But so it was weird because you had like certain vendors in this building and certain vendors in that building.
Yeah.
But then there was vendors in the bar area, in the lodge.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know this. So like this surprised me and I understood it. But so Brewfest, on the second day, there was like a VIP deal where if you bought so much, paid so much for a ticket, you got in early and got food pairings with your alcohol and all the stuff, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. That
started at 12:30.
Okay.
At 3:30, they were like pushing everybody out of the lodge. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
This went online. But because it's an all-you-can-drink event.
Oh, okay.
Because it's tastings. It's not like you're not getting like a whole beer.
Right.
You can only run it for 4 hours.
Okay.
So there was literally...
That's got to be a state deal.
Yeah. So literally for 2 hours, they cleared everybody out.
Okay.
All the vendors that were breweries and stuff were like changing kegs and doing all this stuff.
Okay.
And then at 5:30, they reopened the doors.
Okay. For another 4 hours.
Yeah, well, till 9. So 3.5 or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so no, that just surprised me because I didn't know anything about it. I didn't see it in any of the, stuff that was sent to us.
Right.
But yeah, so other than that, we got after party, we got the truck to give away, we got boots, we got PSC actually sent in a youth bow to give away.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah. PSC Uprising.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to, like as I'm driving around, like I'm just going to kind of keep it in the thing and like see a kid and be like, yeah, he looks like he could use that. And hand him a bow. We're going to be shooting lots of video, lots of pictures. What else? We got the truck. We got lots of prizes. Lots of stuff to throw out at the after party.
Yep.
Our Rocky Talkies came in. They sent us the new ones.
Oh, yeah?
The 5 watt. They're brand new.
Okay.
It's actually, it gives you better range.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't think we really needed it. But
not there. Yeah.
So I can't wait to try them out. I was trying to play with them in the shop the other day, but because of the wattage, the second, like I was 35 feet away from it.
Yeah.
But because I was enclosed, I'd be like,
yeah.
So, but we'll test them out. They did send us chargers this year. I don't think we'll need those either.
We didn't need them last year.
Nope.
So
3 days, 4 days straight running radios, and not once did we charge them.
Yep.
Sunday is so I think the elk shoot is going to be just like our truck shoot.
Okay.
They're going to pick a qualifier, the closest to the center.
Okay.
Each day. And then those final 3 will shoot off similar to the truck.
Right.
But they don't want it at a far distance. They want somebody to win this trip. So I was like, your trip.
Yeah, right.
Not mine. I'm trying to think. There's got to be something.
When you say not far, you're not going to be triple digits like the truck.
No, but I don't even think
it's not going to be a gimme though.
Well, yeah, definitely. It's not going to be like 30 yards. No, I would assume somewhere between probably 60 and 80.
Okay.
Which
that's reasonable.
Yeah. Definitely a doable shot.
Yes. Not easy, but
no,
but doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying. The awards. You didn't get to see the awards yet.
I did not.
And I forgot to bring them because they're at the house.
Oh yeah. I did not see
our
them.
Paul Bunyan Award and our Arrow Disintegrator Award.
Okay.
And CJ. So CJ, a big shout out to you if you're listening to the podcast. CJ is a junior in high school, I believe. Smart kid. Him and his brother, Big Will, and he's got a 3D printer. And I basically gave him the idea what I wanted, and he ran with it and nailed it. So because of the logo, our logo, he couldn't make it like a cutout like the Paul Bunyan Award. So it's like a plaque, but he put a shelf on it.
Oh yeah.
So that you can put the broken arrow on there.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So so I'm excited about that one.
Okay.
What else? There's got to be more, man. My
there's
brain
tons
doesn't.
More. We just can't.
Yeah, my brain just.
Plus, it's also 8:30 on a Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we do this midday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's Mother's Day.
It is It's a happy Mother's Day.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day.
I meant to do that when we came on, and I forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so other than that, look at that. We just hit an hour.
Yep. Yep.
So we're going to jump out of here. So next week, starting Friday, May 17th, we will be at Montage Mountain for Archery Fest at Montage Mountain 2024. We are actually going to record from the mountain. We're going to get with all of our vendors. We're going to pull some shooters as they're walking through Vendor Village to interview them, get their thoughts. We'll probably get the boys from Antlered Up podcast on.
Yep.
So you're just going to hear a lot of stuff. You're going to see a lot of stuff because we're going to be videoing pretty much starting tomorrow. I'm actually hooking the stupid camera up to my dashboard, going to Albany. It's a real quick turnaround, little country store I got to go pick this up at, but it's a 3-hour drive I still want to have to make.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will be there 17th through the 19th. If you are not shooting and you want to just come up and check out the vendors, you want to come out and hang out at the after party, it is free admission to the general public. Doesn't matter. The only people that need to pay for anything are spectators if you want to walk the course, shooters if you want to shoot the course, or competitors that want to compete. Everything else is free of charge except for food and beverage. And we hope to see you there. I have a number in mind to break. I'm really hoping we do. I'm not throwing that number out there yet, because if it happens, trust me, I'll be shouting it from the rooftop. So until next week, we hope to see you up there.
Yes.
Doug's going to go get his, beauty sleep now that he's back on East Coast time. And
I'm sober.
And he's sober. See, this is what happens. He goes away.
Yeah.
But no, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah. See you on the mountain.